Trying to call the chickens over. Trying to call the hens over here. They're not really trained. Yeah. So, good morning. I want to share something that I dealt with before, and it took me a long time to admit to it. It took me a while to be able to say this, for it's not very usual. However, I see it is relatable to many nowadays. And so yeah, I used to meditate a lot. I used to meditate all day pretty much, just to work on achieving that state of bliss. I got pretty high in consciousness. This is even before I experienced spiritual awareness. And during these times when I used to meditate, I'd get distracted by one of the worst addictions that I had to deal with. And I see this addiction come back and forth in my life. And I pray that you don't laugh as I say this. I know that others do deal with this too, and not many, some. So this addiction is audiobooks. I used to be so addicted to audiobooks, all sorts. Most of them nonfiction, self-help, ideas, philosophies. I used to run back to them. Actually, I kept these audiobooks on all day in my ears, even as I was meditating. And it helps to hear when you're meditating, if you're reading. So, all these books, these self-help books that you see recommended by these leadership lists, I listen to pretty much most of them over and over again. Sometimes I lost count of how many times I've listened to some of these books. Some of them are new, some of them are old from way back then, So I have a list I listen to over and over again throughout the day, while I was working on cars, even before I started meditating habitually, before I started meditating rigorously in the woods and stuff. So this addiction to hearing, to having something play in my ears, that even if it was self-improvement, that was not easy to get over. And I still see myself reaching towards my phone to listen to stuff on YouTube nowadays that maybe is motivational in some degree. And so I can see this need to hear something externally still exists for me. So naturally, this did lead to the development of the app, which does fulfill the prophecies, and it's going to rescue everybody from this addiction and so much more, every sort, especially the curses and the agreements we have with one another of what is evil and good. For we know not what we do we? So forgiveness basically is being taught through this app that I'm working on, that has been the organic track of my life story. And I digress a bit here. So yeah, so what are you addicted to? YouTube maybe? Some people are on their phone all day long. Some people cannot put their phone down for a minute of stillness. And I'm guilty of that still. First thing in the morning, I reach for it after my prayers. And I share this here to see that maybe you're dealing with something very similarly, that you can't help watching videos and stuff like that. So yeah, have a blessed one, and peace be with you. Thanks for watching.